Okay, guys. Okay, actually, this is the one I told you. Maybe in the end, maybe we'll not. But okay, let's see what's. Okay, guys. Now, until now, we talk about the goal scenario, function requirement, and non-function requirement. So these three things. So what the next? What the next? The next is use cases. So in use cases, you have to develop. Now we will go for general, one slide for each step. But later, for next week, we'll take only use cases. So use cases, we have to develop the use cases based on the task that we need. This is, as we say here, later after the third, the fourth step in the requirement modeling, we have to identify or develop or describe, as I think, describe the interface between the actors or the actors and the environment. So how we will develop that using these use cases, because use cases, as you see, we have the system, we have the actors, and then the relation between the system and the actors, as well between the actors itself. After that, it's analyze modeling. Another step after developing the use cases, we have to analyze the model. Analyze the model, as I told you before, we have two things, two parts. I don't think is mentioning here. Two parts, which is yes, static model. In details, we will see this is one class for static model and one class for dynamic model. So what's the static model? In the static model, actually anything is static. For example, as we see the table. Once you create the table will not be changed. The structure of the table, I mean, will not be changed. The data will be changed, but the structure will be same for all times. So as well, the relation between, for example, two tables or two actors. So anything related to that things we will study. So here we will use system context class diagram. Okay, you used to use, you know, class diagram, but maybe system context class diagram, maybe it's new because it's related to this subject. Okay, so we have many diagram we'll study in this static model. We have also, okay, let's go to the dynamic model. The same things, maybe you already know how to use what we can say is the sequence diagram. So here also we use the sequence diagram. We will use the communication diagram. We use another thing, we call it integration diagram also. Integration diagram in the design. Collaboration diagram also. We will also develop the state chart diagram in this dynamic model. Also, we have also collaboration diagram. So many things is related to our subject. Later, as I say, each one it's one subject. State chart diagram. What's the state chart diagram? State chart diagram actually is we represent the system as a state, So if you see, is also it's important for our subject because state does mean event. Okay, in this event, this mean event number one or state number one, state number two. Okay, if something happens, so we are in the event number one, so maybe we'll move to event number two or event number three, something like that. So as events, as a state, the current state of the system, it's changed from one state to another state. So that's why we have to study the state chart diagram.